Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Two Men No Hope. I am your lovely host Daniel Say, and with me is the man that could never meet his cues, Jamie Montman.
I'm here. Hello.
Oh,
straight away, Dan.
The last one was so long, man. I didn't even have to move it when I put that clip in it. I literally cut.
I just went to take a drink, and I thought, no, I'll wait. So I sat here like this, just look at you.
Me and Hannah were laughing about it yesterday. I just said to her, I was like, Jamie always leaves a big gap before he says hello, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, he does, yeah.
That's my brain kicking into gear. Gotta remember, we're busy people, Dad.
Busy. Brain busy, not physically busy.
Yeah.
But we have a godsend for this episode because both of us were panicking because no one had emailed in, and then Steve come to our rescue.
Steve.
Yeah. So we have an email from him, and he also wanted us to give a shout out to the Counters crew, which is his old crew from college. I did send him a message and ask him why they were called that, but he hasn't got back to me, which is,
Typical.
Yeah. But he could come back tomorrow, so I will make like a little snippet audio to slip in there just to explain, because I was curious why. But a shout out to them. Hopefully they all listen, and it's a big group of them.
I thought Counters to me was either a game or when they're serving off the counter in it, like in some kind of shop or something. That's what I thought.
Yeah, but I thought about that as well, but I was like, that's not very cool, is it?
Yeah, true. Yeah. So, I bet it's got a much cooler reason.
Yeah. But I asked him, I said if he had any funny stories from their crew days, that we're more than happy to read it out on the podcast.
Mm.
But we'll see if he gets back, that maybe for the next episode. But before we get into his email, how you been, man?
Yeah, I've been alright. Busy. As you know, I've been doing
spending money. Fucking hell, man.
Lots of money. Went to a couple of gigs at the weekend. One in Wembley, seen Ed Sheeran. Then I went to, Monday, I went to see Elton John over in Watford. Which was
He was in
good.
Watford?
Yeah, because he's a Watford fan.
Fucking hell.
He has a stand in the Watford ground and everything. So he was doing like a members only gig.
Members only?
Yeah, because Charlotte's family is all like season ticket holders for Watford.
Oh,
So
okay.
they got tickets for us and stuff like that. So it was good. This one geezer ruined my entire experience for a good 45 minutes of it. Like Elton was on for 2.5 hours, yeah. So 45 minutes ain't that long in considering.
Mm-hmm.
But say for the first 3 songs, and while we were sitting there at the beginning, this geezer was dressed up like. Have you ever seen the Elton film?
Yeah.
Do you know when he wears that blue and silver glittery full outfit?
Like a peacock?
When he's young, and it's like a baseball outfit, and he wears a blue hat.
Yes.
Yeah. This geezer was dressed entirely in that, yeah. And he was, I'm not telling you, Dan, this is 7 o'clock in the evening. He was fucked.
Jesus Christ.
Unbelievably fucked, yeah. And he was saying to me, oh, don't mind me. And he was all over the place. And the seats are close enough together as it is, yeah. So I'm moving over a little bit towards Charlotte. Because I'm this geezer's up in my grill. And he just starts going like this for about fucking 25 fucking minutes straight. Just go like this.
Shaking
Elton's not even out yet.
Down.
Elton's not even there yet. And he's standing there just going like this, yeah, to the fucking DJ music. And 3 songs in, guy passes out.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't fucking last long.
Yeah, he passes out. And he spent the whole of the rest of the gig asleep. Yeah. And he just sat there slumped in his seat. And then every now and then he'd be leaning on me, dribbling. And I'm just like, mate, please, just fucking
Maybe
if I
he
wasn't
died.
Charlotte, I would have started with him.
You should have checked his pulse.
Fuck him. I didn't want to look like some kind of homophobic person by starting a fight with him either. So I was just in a predicament for a little while.
Fucking hate people like that. That's why I don't like fucking. Well, the last gig I went to was Godsmack years ago, And there's so many fucking people sticking their phones in my face because they're trying to record the stage. I was just like, give up on this shit.
Ed Sheeran was very like that. Ed Sheeran was brilliant as a thing, but everyone was filming all the time.
Yeah.
But I got my phone out a couple of times, but then enjoy the gig while you're there. Just don't be filming the entire fucking thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm going to see Tears for Fears tomorrow, and they've got Yazoo with them as well. And I'll take a picture, and I might record. My favourite song of all time is "We'll Rule the World" that they did. So I might record like a couple seconds of that. But yeah, I'm not going to sit there like, who does that?
When I was at Ed Sheeran, there was a guy with his hand up against the railing, and he sat there, did not move his camera or move himself for the whole set at all.
You just ruined the whole thing for yourself.
For himself, yeah.
And the audio is always really fucking bad quality, so no one you show is going to sit there and fucking watch that.
No one wants to see it.
No.
No one wants to see it. And on Saturday morning, Thursday morning, because Ed Sheeran was on Friday, so I was off work on the Friday. Or it might be Friday morning I was working. It don't matter, but I was at work anyway. And yeah, I was working Friday morning, and Charlotte texted me saying, "Don't be angry, yeah."
It's always a good start.
And I was like, "Oh, what the fuck has she done?" Yeah, and then I thought like something's happened, like something's gone wrong with the hot tub or something like that. And then she goes, "I've booked Adele tickets," and I know for a fact that she's been trying to get Adele tickets for best part of this year.
Yeah.
And has been crying about them, and has been really upset about them and all this stuff. And I was like, when have you booked them for? She's like, tomorrow, which is her brother's baby's naming ceremony. And I was like, so what are you going to do? She's like, I'm going to leave that at 6 and go to London. And I was like, what, by yourself? No, me and Kirsty, her friend, had booked it in the VIP lounge or whatever it was. And they had like private bar, private toilets. And I was like, how much was that? And she was like, face value. And I was like, well, how much is face value? And she was like, 300 quid. I was like,
hell.
You're telling me you paid 300 quid when I knew that the standing ones was 700 quid. Like on second-hand value, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, she ain't telling me the truth. If she's that quick to tell me 300, yeah.
She's planned that.
She's planned that. It's double or triple, yeah. And I was just like, right, okay. I was happy that she went, because obviously she's been so upset about it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know how upset she is.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I was like, it was her own money as well, so it doesn't affect me. But I was just like, how much did she really spend on that? And because she wouldn't tell me, it was like a bugbear for the whole weekend. I was just sitting there looking at her when it went quiet. I was like,
One of those guys is like checking her fucking bank statements when it comes.
Yeah. Running to get the post for the statements covering the door.
Phone up her bank. Oh, I think my card's been stolen. Can you tell me what the last purchase was on it?
The only letdown of the whole weekend, just to finish it off, was after Ed Sheeran on the Friday. He obviously was playing in Wembley, and Wembley is a fucker to get out of. So when you got two train stations, two choices. We went to Wembley Central, which is like a 20-minute walk away.
Right.
So we walked there thinking we were being smart, innit? But no, every cunt did the same thing. So there was 100,000 people at the gig, but I'm telling you, 50,000 people were with me, yeah?
Mm.
And I was just like, saying to Charlotte, we were getting funneled into smaller and smaller areas. And I was like, if something happens here, we're fucked. If there's some kind of attack, yeah, we're fucked, yeah? There's no way of getting out. I'm panicking. And then like we're going through round the back of the train station. They leave us in this car park. For ages we're standing in this car park. And I was just like, what's going to happen? And then Charlotte was like, I was like, look how much an Uber is. And she was like, 50 quid, yeah? And I was like, next time, I'm not coming on this train. I'm getting an Uber home straight from Wembley. And as soon as I can get out of the crowd, I'm booking an Uber and paying 50 quid to go home.
Why did they put you into a car park? What, the train station did that?
Yeah, the train station people directed us down this side road, this really cagey side road, because Wembley is a shithole, really, as an area. I'm sorry if anyone's from Wembley, but it's a shithole, yeah. and went down this weird side road. They take you through this weird car park, and then there's a ramp that takes you up into the back of the train station.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
a way to slow us down, so then we're not overloading the trains. But it took us 2 hours to get home. Dan, I live half an hour from fucking London. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, see, that's too much for me. Once it's done, I want to get home. I couldn't
Mm.
handle that shit, man.
I said never again. If I go Wembley again, Uber. I'll get to the corner and I'm booking an Uber. I'm getting in it and not even looking at anyone else.
Yeah, yeah.
I had two guys talking about quantum physics down here. I'm in a bad mood because I'm sobering up and I'm hot in the train. And they're talking about quantum physics in front of me. I was like, fuck these guys, I'm going to start a fight.
Yeah, don't blame me.
2008
Science sets me
James
off
coming
as well.
back.
It's like a trigger word.
I was like, do you want to hear about David Icke? I'll tell you about science.
Pull your face off. You're a fucking lizard man underneath.
Just come on.
Nah, fuck
Anyway,
that,
how's
man.
your weekend? Or week?
Yeah. Mine's been alright. I've been trying to catch up because I had COVID, didn't I, and all that sort of stuff. So I was really behind on movies for the cinema
All right, yeah.
because I always go with Toby. So I went and saw. I still haven't seen Jurassic Park. I've got to see that at the weekend, and obviously
Definitely
Thor's this weekend as well, isn't it?
Force this weekend. Yeah, I'm so pissed off with that because I'm going to miss it. I'm going to have to avoid social media for 2 weeks.
I saw The Black Phone
How's
with
that?
Ethan Hawke. It was fucking quality, really
Oh,
fucking
it looks
good movie.
good. It looks
And it
good.
made me jump out my fucking seat at one point as well. So that, if you like horror or thriller movies, Ethan Hawke in that is fucking wicked.
I do like Ethan.
So I recommend that. And then I saw, shit, arseholes. My fucking brain's gone blank. There was something else. I don't know. And I saw, there's a film. Did you ever see Derek with Ricky Gervais?
Yeah.
You know his alcoholic mate with the beard?
Yeah, the guy that's in Afterlife as well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
he brought out an indie movie called Brian and Charles, which is about he lives in this little tiny village in Wales and he builds himself a robot. And it's like a comedy, heartwarming sort of like, I want a friend, he builds himself one sort of film.
Yeah.
And Odeon were doing like a card holder screening only. So
Right.
me and Toby went to see that. Wicked film. It's really sort of obscure humour, but proper sort of like, I don't know, it just had that sort of like, yeah, like I say, like heartwarming comedy.
Was Joe Wilkinson in it? Because them two love each other, don't they?
No, it was only, I don't recognise any of the actors. But it was like, I mean, I wouldn't go out running. It's not like a blockbuster movie. It's like an indie film, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But if you've got nothing to watch and you just want something light-hearted, fucking so good. But there's this trailer that I keep seeing, right? Called Don't Worry, Darling. It's a new film coming out. Have you seen it?
Don't worry, darling. No.
The premise is that these people get taken, they get offered a place in this like village, and it's supposed to be amazing, and obviously it isn't. It's basically what's going on.
Kind of like a cult thing.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's written, directed, and by Olivia Wilde. Do you know who that is?
Yeah.
And she stars in it, and she's dating Harry Styles, isn't she, at the minute?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's fucking actors are so fucked up, man. Because I leant over to Toby when we were watching the trailer. So Olivia Wilde is dating Harry Styles. Harry Styles is in this movie with her. So she's written and directed it. She's given her partner the position of the main star in it, but he's not fucking her in the film. She's the neighbour. So she's written and given him the job to fuck someone else through this film, and she's there watching it and directing him how to do it. Is that not messed up to you? Like, how'd you get home and go, great work today, darling, I really believed you were fucking that woman?
Maybe she's a cuck queen. Is that what they're called? Cuck queens?
I never understand the cuckold and cuck. That doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
She
But-
could be. Maybe she likes to see him sleep with other people.
Just sitting here watching that fucking trailer, and I'm like, that's fucked up.
That's on the verge of like, do you know when you go out with you're a porn director, you go out with a porn star, and then the porn star's getting absolutely railed day in
Railed.
day out, and you're just going home going, how do you want your tea, honey?
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
Oh, I've
ain't
got you a
happening.
new role in my film tomorrow. You'll be fucking
Yeah.
blah blah blah. That.
You remember
Fuck
Johnny?
that.
You like Johnny?
Maybe that's why she broke up with what's his face that she had kids with.
Can't remember.
I can't remember his name. He was in that We Are the Millers.
Oh, what, the main guy out of that?
Yeah, yeah, that was her ex.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, they got kids together. He actually, it was really fucked up. It wasn't his fault. So they broke up, and he wants custody of the kids. So he goes to a lawyer, and they serve her papers while she's at a film thing with like hundreds of people, and she's introducing her film and talking about it. And the fucking guy walks up on stage and hands her the papers in front of everyone.
Sounds like you've been served shit.
Yeah, yeah. And she's like, "Oh, I wonder what this is." And she opens it, and then she puts it, and she does really well to just play it off. And everyone's going mental at him, and he's like, "I don't choose these people to deliver papers. That's their job. I go to the lawyer, and he gives it to them, and they come and find you."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. That's disgusting. Well, at the end, he's a dad that wants his kids. How is that disgusting?
Which is rare. Not
Yeah,
many
yeah.
dads are trying to avoid any fucking.
Exactly. So, but yeah, no, I was just watching the trailer and I thought that was really fucking messed up.
That is messed up. Yeah. Definitely a film that I probably won't watch, but it will be meant. Sounds messed up.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It is quite intriguing, but yeah, it is quite. I don't think I'm not going to go to the cinema purely because I know Toby won't go with me.
Is it kind of like a Wayward Pines type situation, where it all seems to be too good to
Yeah.
be true? Right.
Like,
I might watch that.
Like everyone's a bit sort of brainwashed,
Yeah, yeah.
and like Harry Styles and the woman's name's Florence. I can't pronounce her last name, but yeah, they're like the new couple, and he's off doing his job, and it's like 70s, like housewives and stuff like that. And she's sort of like hanging out with all the other wives, and she sort of thinks to herself, "This isn't right," and it all starts to like unravel. It does look all right. Don't get me wrong.
Have you ever watched the TV show Them?
No.
It's on Amazon. Yeah. Honestly, probably one of the most horrific scenes I've ever watched on TV ever is in that show. It's like one of the worst scenes I've ever seen, and it's like it's very similar to what that film sounds like. It's like a new like black couple move into Compton, and at the time Compton's like a white neighborhood, and all the people slowly turn on them.
How do I see it? That sounds I haven't seen it, but it definitely sounds familiar.
It's very Jordan Peele-esque,
Hmm.
like the same kind of thriller notion. There's some kind of supernatural shit going on. You got the supernatural shit going on, the racist shit going on, and then like the woman's having a breakdown all in between it. Also, it's like so fucked up. And then when you find out why she's all fucked up, it's insane. And it's just like, what this film? This it's not even a film; it's a show. Me and Charlotte just sat in disbelief, and then like we wouldn't watch it at night either because it was so freaky. It was so fucking scary.
Jesus Christ! I have to have a look. I quite like things like that.
Yeah, it's definitely one you want to watch if you want to scare the shit out of yourself.
Right. Further ado, we'll move on to the email before we run out of time. So this is a nice, easy question. He really appreciated our conspiracy theories episode, like the last one. So there's loads of conspiracy theories. So even though that's not our thing, we might do a part 2 episode later down the line.
Yeah, occasionally we'll step back into that hole.
But for this one, he wants to know what we would do at the end of the world, whether it might be like a weather apocalypse or like a zombie apocalypse. He wants to know what our last meal would be, where would we go, it's like shelter. Does he think that people would be able to make it to a bunker, and do we think it was the Russians that started it? But so what should we do? Should we do weather or should we do zombies? What are you thinking?
Whether you're pretty, I would say you're fucked either way, innit? Unless there is a bunker, there's no getting away from it.
Actually, near me is Scotland's secret bunker, which isn't secret anymore, but there is one. So I could probably make it to a bunker.
I definitely can't.
No, wouldn't know where a bunker was in.
I could get like where I work is on top of catacombs that was built in the World War Two, World War One, for the Queen to make it to the airport. It's built above there, so there's loads of like catacombs and tunnels underneath the work. But I think if that got blown up, it would just cave in.
Cave in, yeah.
So, and it's full of rats because they closed that up years ago.
Oh, fucking Luton's full of rats. Anyway, I remember waiting for the fucking bus and it ran across your feet. But we'll go. I knew we were going to get to it eventually, so we might as well just knock it out of the way now with the zombie apocalypse. Yeah, I mean,
have I told you about my plan? Dan? I've got a full blown.
You haven't, but now's the better time than any to tell me, Jamie.
So when I was younger, I was convinced. After watching 21 Weeks Later, 21 Days Later, the first one.
Oh, that's fucking quality, that film.
I was convinced that's what's going to happen, and that some activists are going to break into this cage and release all these monkeys that have got this virus inside of them.
Absolutely.
Which like creates rage amongst us all.
Yeah.
And my mum used to always say, "Oh, you scared of the zombie monkeys? Are you scared of the zombie monkeys?" So yeah, I used to be obsessed with it, and then I made a full blown plan where, because obviously Luton's not anywhere near a coast at all. So my plan was, because I just started working in the shop when I started making it up. I was going to go and raid the shop because I had the keys at the time.
Actually, yeah, no, I think you told me this when we were working there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carry on.
I'd wipe the whole warehouse down. I wouldn't even bother with the shop floor. I'd take the whole warehouse, stock up with booze, stock up with everything, load everything into the car. But the first thing was, when I was making the plan, I was expecting someone in my house to turn, like at the beginning of the Dawn of the Dead, innit? So I lived in a little box room, my old bedroom. So there was no window to get out. It was like a tiny window at the top. So I was going to throw my TV out the window. I always had my car keys in my room. I'd just jump on top of my car and get in the car. Let them not try and beat the door down and die out there. Whoever's dying is dying, innit? At the end of the day. And get in the car, load up with loads of supplies, and I'll head straight for the coast, get on a boat and live on a boat until everyone's killed each other. Either killed each other through like the Walking Dead situation where the factions are killing each other and shit, or however long I can stay out there till the food runs out, basically. Yeah,
boat's definitely a way to go. There's loads of little islands up here. I might just fucking go on a little island.
Yeah, you'd be alright up there, to be fair. Although it would be a fucker to try and get on one of them islands with how rough the seas would be.
Yeah, but there's quite a lot of docks near me. And Rosyth's got the Navy port as well. Better be a fucking submarine there. A solo man driving a submarine.
The Russians are trying to hell you down. You just go...
Yeah. I don't know how to use this equipment.
You just keep going straight.
I'll just find the headlight, but just fucking SOS it for the headlights.
No, but I don't think there's any other way to go. Like, I would try to save anyone in my family that I could and stuff like that. Like, I think now where I live, I would try to get to Luton to see who's alive in the house. But after that, I don't give a fuck, and then I'm gone.
Yeah, I have to say that my first part of action is to believe that you're dead, Jamie.
Well, what would be good, Dan, is if we believe each other are dead, and then we eventually cross paths in about 6 years' time after the apocalypse.
Because it's the worst thing when you watch like a movie and they're like, I need to go, like Zombieland. Oh, I need to go fucking 400 miles because my mate's definitely going to be alive. It's like, no, that's how you're going to get killed.
That's 100% how you get killed.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I
Fuck
wouldn't be
it.
coming up that far. The only
Nah.
reason I'd go up there is because I know it'd be away from population.
Oh, because it's in the middle of fucking nowhere. If I
Yeah.
got onto a boat, I would just fucking circle the UK around the coast. That's what I
And
would
just
do.
jump off every now and then and get some
Yeah, yeah.
supplies and
Stop
jump
for
back on.
supplies and that and come back again.
The problem is there will definitely be pirates. Definitely be pirates within a couple of years.
I'm just gonna do a water world situation, and because I'm on the water for so long, and my feet are gonna get webbed, and I'll be able to breathe underwater. And I'll be selling dirt for money.
Becoming a low rent fucking Aquaman, isn't it?
Would you low rent? Okay, high budget, mate. Be getting my little tomato plant and growing myself some tomatoes on the boat.
See, my work would be a brilliant place to go if anything like that happened, but there's no food supply. That's the only issue.
Food's the thing, innit? Like you
Yeah.
could
You
hunker
could
down
last forever.
anywhere,
Yeah.
but food's your thing. And then as well, what about like water? Because there'd be no one treating the water or anything like that, so you wouldn't be able to use the taps.
I think I'd be alright for a good year, 2 years in work. I'll just continue because they got like all the coolers everywhere, and I'll just start hoarding them in like certain rooms. But I think something chemical will go wrong at work and it'll blow up.
Well, yeah, there's that. Yeah, yeah. No, it's hard to. I always say you can plan for everything, but until it actually happens,
Mm.
yeah, I mean, it's not happening.
I think my plan was pretty flawless when I lived at home. Now it's going to be sketchy because if Charlotte is zombified, can you imagine? You've seen Charlotte drunk and aggressive. If she's zombified, yeah, I don't think I'm getting out alive, to be honest. Like,
I'm lucky I live alone. I just get my cat coming after me.
can you imagine the cat's like zombified? You're gonna have to like punch him up, get him off.
I tell you right now, man, if a zombie apocalypse, that cat's going in a cage, and I've now got fucking bait.
Oh mate.
There's no ties in zombie apocalypse, Jamie.
Oh, I'll be bringing Rocco. Rocco would be fucking. Rocco would probably get me killed on the road.
Oh no, I'll be
He'd
full on
barking at
like
fucking people walking past.
you turn around and there's like a fucking horde of people come in. I'll be like, I'm sorry, Gizmo. Boom on the floor. They're swarming him, and I'm gone. My life's more fucking important, mate. Sorry, fella.
Poor cat.
He's done.
Poor
Poor
cat.
cat. No, zombie apocalypse. There's no rules, mate. No rules. Anything goes.
See, I would be worried though, Dan, if we were to run across each other a couple of years in, and you've gone full savage mode, yeah. And I'll be like, "Oh, Dan," and you're like, "Hey, girl, hey," and then you're weird for about 24 hours, and then I wake up and you're trying to kill me from a fucking skin or something.
Mate, I'm going full savage as soon as the fucking news report hits. There's no clothes. I'm just fucking running around butt ass naked. It's happening. I'm just waiting for it. So if you knew it was going to happen, what would your last meal be? Like, if you could plan it out. You think you're never going to have it again.
Never gonna have it again.
Yeah,
Some
'cause
sort of
obviously-
chicken wing.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah.
Some sort of chicken wing. It will probably be like there's a place near me called Wow Wow Wings. I'll be like, "Are you still delivering?" Yeah.
You wouldn't even go get it. You'd be like, is it coming here?
I'll be like, "I'll pay you danger money. Just come and deliver it." Yeah. And then probably just like some sort of gourmet burger, man. Some sort of burger. I don't think I'd go for anything else. Like I would love chocolate and stuff, yeah, but that would just make me sluggish for the road.
Yeah, you want protein, didn't you? I don't know, since I can't have dairy, chocolate's not a big, well, I'm definitely not going to be like, I'll have a massive bar of dairy milk and I'm running away and shit myself at the same time.
You never know, Dan. That could be do you know in Mario Kart where they do the slipper slide behind them?
Oh, dude. I couldn't run and shit this. I don't know how dogs do it, you know what I mean? Fuck that. I need a lot of concentration to push it out, even when it's a bad one. I've always stuck by, like, when people are like, oh, if you're in prison, what would your last meal be? I used to always say enchiladas.
Really? That's a strange one. I never even thought you'd go for that.
I fucking love enchiladas, but obviously now I can't have dairy. I haven't had enchiladas in years.
I suppose
I
fake
could
cheese
make
is
it.
weird, isn't it?
The Cathedral City cheese is the best one that melts like properly. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference, but it's so hard to come by up here. Yeah, all the other vegan cheese is just garbage. It's garbage, so I don't even bother. But I love Chinese food, so like you said, I like ring up the Chinese. Are you delivering? But I'm if they're like, nah, you have to come get it, I'd still probably be like, alright, I'll come get it.
Just say, can chow ma, come round here and cook for me for the next 2 hours. And then he's free to do whatever he wants after that. To be fair, Chinese is a good shout. I never consider Chinese anymore because Charlotte's.
I couldn't believe that. She said she couldn't have it. That's fucked up, man.
As soon as she goes out, that's what I order, innit?
As soon as she leaves
the house, man. I'm like, there you go, mate.
Every day of the week, I would eat Chinese. When I go see Hannah, she doesn't like trying places that she hasn't eaten before.
Right.
So she's always like, and there's loads of places in Dunfermline, but she's like, oh, what do you want to order? And I'm like, oh, what do you fancy? Because I know that she's a bit fussy. And then she always says the same thing. Oh, I suppose you want Chinese again. And I always go to her, I would eat Chinese every day of my life. And she's like, no, you wouldn't. And I'm like, if you want Chinese, let's fucking get Chinese.
The thing is, Chinese. If you had Chinese every day of your life, you wouldn't be living that long anyway.
No, I wouldn't know because the grease would fuck me up. But oh man, I always order the same thing. I always order 2 massive spring rolls. This has nothing to do with zombie apocalypse now. We've been talking about it for 10 minutes. 2 massive spring rolls. I don't order chow mein anymore because it's too filling.
Really?
Yeah. So I order just boiled rice, and then I either get sweet and sour chicken balls or crispy shredded beef.
That's mad, Dan. That is mad.
And that's what I always get on mine. But she's unlocked a liking for what is it? Salt and pepper chips. Okay. I don't think they do it down south, but fucking hell, they're so good.
Mine does do it.
Oh, they're like deep fried chips that are just covered in like salt, and pepper, and chili. Oh, so fucking good. I've never ordered them before, and it's her fault now.
I normally get chow mein. I have to have chow mein. There's no way I wouldn't order it without chow mein.
No, it's too filling, man. I always
chow
throw it
mein,
away.
Egg fried rice, crispy chili beef, and salt and pepper chicken.
Salt and pepper chicken, that's pretty good. And then I have to have my spring rolls, man.
I don't like spring rolls very much. I don't mind the baby spring rolls. What are they called?
Oh yeah, like the little bite-sized ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like the full pancake rolls, man. Like
I don't like them.
Oh fuck. So when I went to Canada, Carol's dad makes his own little mini spring rolls, like the ones you like. They're banging. We went round there for dinner, and he's out in the back garden with his little fucking chip fryer, just frying up hundreds of these fucking spring rolls. Oh, it was so good. So good.
Do you remember that time when you were still at your mum's when you first moved up to Scotland and I come up and we drank Buckfast?
Yeah, you really reluctant to drink it, and I was like, "No, we got her." Lucky.
We tried it, and I fucking hated it. Do you remember?
Yeah, it's like really cheap red wine, isn't it?
Yeah, to me it reminded me of like a mixture of red wine and martini taste. It was like really strange. And then we had like half a haggis and chips.
Half a haggis? You having a laugh? We had a spicy haggis supper, which is a whole ball of haggis that they deep fry.
Was it a whole ball?
Yeah, it's a whole ball.
No wonder my heart was stopping. And it was deep fried. And Jesus Christ. To this day, I remember just laying on the floor thinking that was the end. We were supposed to go to the pub, weren't we? That day.
Yeah, we were, but the haggis is like a heart stopper. So, like, as we were eating it, you could tell that we were just like... we had to have, like, a sleep.
I never actually had food that has done that to me since and before.
I fucking love haggis. I call it sweetmeat. So, I just wanted... So, Buckfast, because I know we have a few Canadian American people.
Oh, yeah, true.
If you ever watch Train Spot or anything like that, they call it Bucky. But Buckfast is like a cheap tonic wine that you can get up in Scotland. And it says Buckfast tonic wine is a caffeinated alcoholic drink consisting of pure caffeine added to fortified wine. So it's what all our junkies and things they drink. And I remember when I first moved up here, I didn't realise, but there's like these numbers on the bottle, and I might be wrong, but I think the higher the number, the sweeter the wine is. So I remember getting on my hands and knees with a junkie, taking all the bottles off the shelf. Like, a nice fella, off his nut, but he was, you know what I mean? And we just went through all these bottles to find him the best number.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, and that was like, I didn't realise, and that was it. But yeah, that's what it is anyway. Bucky. Buckfast.
Am I right to say as well that Buckfast is actually made in Devon or something? I remember it's got some weird thing that it's not made in Scotland. It's made like down in Devon or somewhere weird like that.
Buckfast. Yeah, you are right. Yeah, Devon.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. 15%.
For those that don't know as well, Devon is like the bottom of England. So this shithole wine has made it all the way to the top.
Yeah. Made at the bottom, drink up the top.
No, I'm not joking. It tastes like shit. Don't buy
I thought it was alright.
Oh, mate. You know what I'm like? I don't turn much down.
It's slightly better than a £3 bottle of red wine from Asda. And it's cheap as well, which is why all the junkies drink it.
£3 bottle of red wine. Jesus.
Oh, mate, I'm cheap. That's what I used to drink. That's why I stopped drinking it. I fucking crying like a little girl.
I remember drinking the cheapest mixed rum with you once, and with 20p Coke. 20p Coke. And
you want to get the old Asda rum, didn't you?
Yeah, it was like own brand Imperial rum or something. Oh my god.
The days of having no money.
Yeah, we were so skint that weekend, but we wanted to go out. I remember I went out with 15 quid. 15 quid.
Back in the day, I think there was a place called Amigos. On a Thursday or Friday, they did a whole jug for £5. And so I used to go out with £10. I used to go into there. I used to get Zombie, which was the dirtiest coloured cocktail.
Cocktail, yeah.
But it had everything in it. I was absolutely wrecked after this huge jug of Zombie. I go to the edge, get smashed, and then my last £5 would be for the food at the end of the night.
See, and that £5 would have got you one of them fuck off pizzas. Do you remember?
Yeah. The massive pizzas, yeah. Or like you go to the chicken place and you have like 3 fucking chicken burgers for £5.
Yeah.
4 of them.
Throw one of them at the chicken man's head.
It's like buy one get one free or something.
Yeah, it was buy one get one free, $2.99, and then I'd buy another one and yeet it at the fucking chicken man's head. That's what
yeah, you said it, yeah. But like you can't get that for shit now. Fuck that.
Oh no, you ain't getting none of that for like less than tenner now.
Yeah. One fucking pint, I think in Edinburgh is something like £8 or £9.
When I was at Ed Sheeran, Wembley, have you ever been inside Wembley Stadium?
No, I didn't really, considering we lived down there, I didn't really go to London a lot, to be honest.
Inside Wembley is like full-blown restaurants and shit like that, and there's loads all around the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So I had it, as I normally do, I had an argument with Kieran, and we were discussing eating food or drinking beforehand, and Kieran doesn't want to drink anymore because he's fucking prissy old, yeah, and we were like, so what I was like, what we're gonna do? He's like, you're not gonna get in anywhere. We got inside Wembley, fucking hundreds of places I could have eaten, hundreds of places I could have went to drink. So then we went to this bar, and I was like, this is gonna be like £10 a pint because we're in Wembley. When they give it us, it was £6, and I was like, what? I pay that at home. And I was like, because everyone always says London prices, isn't it? I was like,
yeah.
Either London's getting cheaper or where I live is getting more expensive. It's one of the two, isn't it?
Fucking London getting cheap in my arse, mate. Not a fucking chance.
But I am so close to London. It's pretty average price there.
If it's going to be zombies, what kind of zombies do you think it would be? Do you think it'd be like full-on runners? Or
if it's runners, I'm fucked.
That's what it's going to be, though, Nick. Because like, why would they not? I never understood zombies that were like, ooh, and they would just like move at like.
Yeah, they're really frustrating. And they like when I watch The Walking Dead now, they annoy me.
The ones that don't run.
Because they like horde, and somehow they're killing people inside houses, but they don't move very quickly. So like, how you died? He's behind the door. Just close the door again.
Yeah.
He's so slow.
But there's no reason for it. Like, why on earth would you get infected and then you would lose the ability to run?
Exactly.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
And I think as well that it's more like, if it was to happen, it's more likely going to be the 21 days later situation.
28.
Where 28 days later situation where I said it wrong 3 times now. Haven't I?
No, I think you got it right the first time and then run that one.
Oh, right. I think it'll be more that situation where it's like a virus that's transpassed through like rage that's created it. If you know what I mean, rather than people just dying naturally and then all of a sudden come out of the ground.
We are our own fucking extinction. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way there's not some army base or some scientist think that he's fucking curing Alzheimer's or something.
Where they're trying to cure Alzheimer's, or they're trying to make a more efficient soldier.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
As like I Am Legend, the woman thought she was curing cancer.
Yeah.
And she was giving it to thousands and thousands of people, and then they all started turning. You know what I mean?
Could happen with coronavirus, man. We've all been injected. 10 years later, we're all fucking dead, man.
That'd be a good fucking conspiracy thing there, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I fucking told ya. You know what I mean? I think to myself, like, it's all well and good saying that you're going to do all this, but I think I would just fucking give up. What's the fucking point?
I don't think I would. I think I'd be quite happy. Do you know when it's like, after everything happened, you see him like going through record shops and just picking up music and just living a life like that? I'd be quite happy doing that. The only thing I'll be upset about would be the no new TV, so I'd end up watching like old episodes of Friends.
Oh no, see, I like old TV. I just don't. There's only so many bad things I can take in one go, and I don't think there's a lot of good things that come out of the zombie apocalypse. So it'd be like, I wake up, my family's probably fucking dead.
Yeah.
I can't grow my own food, so I've got to try and fucking forage for it. I've got to fight for my fucking life every fucking day. There's no running water, and I'm just like...
You can't even YouTube how to grow your own food.
I didn't even think of that. You're sitting there with a fucking... My tin opener's broke, and I can't open a tin of beans, and I can't even fucking YouTube how to do it. Mate, life has ended. That's it. I'm done.
Because the other day I was trying to drill something into something, and I was like, how am I going to do this?
YouTube. I say the same thing to Mum every time she rings me up, and she goes, "How do I do this?" I'm like, "Just YouTube it, Mum. I'm not there. How am I supposed to do that? I don't even know what you're doing. Just YouTube it." Like, fucking hell.
I did it with my repair of my hot tub. I watched this geezer for 25 minutes. Possibly the most boring geezer on this earth, telling me how to fix a hot tub. But do you know what he did? He helped me fix the hot tub.
Yeah. Same when when my AdBlue runs out of my car. I don't know what I was supposed to be doing. YouTube told me where the fucking thing was, everything. I mean, yeah.
Otherwise, you pay your geezer to do it. They charge you through the fucking through the roof prices, and then it's no better than what you would have done anyway.
Yeah, I think that sealed it for me. If there's no YouTube, I'm not even gonna fucking bother. There's no way I'm sorry. Like, I was thinking back in the day, because I remember talking to my mum about it and stuff like that. Like, they used to teach you like proper cooking. Like, it's not like this shit cooking that they teach you now. They used to teach them proper how to iron things, how to do your washing. You don't get taught that in school now. My brother can't do shit.
No, you
know
don't.
What I mean?
I remember I learned how to iron in Army Cadets.
But that's something they should. School's supposed to help you and teach you life skills, but they don't teach you how to cook proper meals.
Don't get me started.
I've made a sausage roll. Oh, all right, yeah. Is that going to feed a family of 10, is it? Get the fuck out of my kitchen, son. You know what I mean? You can't fucking wash your own clothes, you can't iron, you can't even mow the fucking lawn. I can't mow the lawn for shit, but that's because I've got hay fever. But these are all things that, why aren't the school teaching them? Oh, because the parents do it.
There needs to be a class as well about financials. They need to tell people what a mortgage is.
I think they do that now.
They better do that, bruv. Because I had no clue. The first time I went for a mortgage, I was sitting there like a fucking dodo. Yeah.
Oh, I got someone else to do it.
Oh, mate. It was
I got
unbelievable.
a mortgage advisor and just was like, what do you want from me? And sort it out for me. But like, I went to, when we first moved up here, I went with mum to the high school for Logan, and they do like business management courses and all this sort of stuff that I had no idea. We didn't do anything like that.
No.
But that's the complete opposite end of the spectrum, you know what I mean? It's like, we're going to teach you how to do really good in business and be like stuff like that, but we're not going to teach you how to fucking make a sandwich and feed your fucking self, but you could run a fucking company. Doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's the way the world's going, though, because if you think about when I left school, it was all about, because there was a low amount of trades in the country. It was all about being an electrician or being a plumber or being something. It's like it goes through stages. So at the minute, because they know everything's going more towards the internet way, they're teaching the kids the internet side, and then they have no social skills. So they'll be sitting there, not able to feed themselves, but they'll Uber Eat something in.
Yeah.
Because they're so good at sorting everything out for themselves on the computer and all that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When I was leaving, I remember everyone was really excited because they started a hairdresser's course. That's how crap. You know what I mean? Fucking...
When Kieran left school, every cunt become a PT.
Yeah.
Everyone was a personal trainer. Every single person was a personal trainer.
Yeah.
And now when I watch Married at First Sight, because Australia's a little bit behind, yeah. Married at First Sight, every bloke that goes on it is a personal trainer.
We are fucked,
like,
mate. Fucking zombie apocalypse, my arse again doing nothing.
I would try to find a cruise ship, and if I could get it off the dock, because they're fucking massive, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I could get that off the dock and just live amongst all the arcades and all that for the duration of my life, I'd be a happy man. When the pirates come, I'll just hide in the arcade, innit?
It's not the door. You can have the rest of the boat. I just want this one room.
Yeah, I was just like, just leave me with Pac-Man, innit?
So what about the question that never ever asks? How long would it take you to be fucking a zombie, Jamie?
Oh my god,
it's gonna happen. What are you gonna do? You're
I
gonna
know, Dan. With you, yeah, it would probably be less than 15 minutes to the apocalypse start, and you'd be considering that. You'd be eyeing one of them up as they walk down the road, looking at the booty.
They're just sitting at the window, being, yeah, that one's definitely gone. But like, I was thinking to myself, like, because everyone is against everything now. So I was like, there's going to be some motherfuckers that's going to be out there protesting zombie rights, innit? Like, they're fucking dead. They don't know what they're fucking doing, shitting themselves, and they're like, yeah, but they're human beings. No, they're not human beings, are they? You dickhead.
There'd be weird, like, God people that try to tell you that their souls are still trapped within their bodies. So.
Yeah. I'm full on starting up the fucking zombie brothel. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I mean, don't have to pay them. They don't moan. Well, they do moan, but not that.
Call it biters, isn't it?
Oh, that caught me off guard. That's fucking quality. I have to write that down. Biters. But if Walking Dead has taught me anything, is that if you remove their bottom jaw, they don't want to bite you anymore.
Yeah, and if you smother yourself in their internals.
I just make a clone out of it when they walk in. Would you like some more cologne? It would be safer for you when you're banging the back of one of them.
Oh, God.
I'm that guy, like, that they always go to, like, the brothel, and it's just that sleazy fucking bull-headed bloke that comes out, and he's like, that's me.
I know for a fact I'm going to get comments from a few people that listen to this. They're going to say, how have we managed to bring the apocalypse back to having sex dicks?
Because no one talks about it. Like, that's the one thing. It's the same as in Last Man on Earth. What about the fucking? No one gives a... You know what I mean? Everyone always talks about, oh, I'm going to get on a boat, I'm going to get on an island, what about food and stuff like that. But, fucking's a need, mate.
It's going to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's no internet.
I do remember watching a film, actually. I do remember watching a film where they had one tied down and they were banging it.
There's a film, I can't remember what it's called, where these kids find a woman tied up in a cave and she's like a zombie. And they keep it secret, and they go down. I can't remember, it was a terrible film, and they're like banging it. And
That
that's
might be the same
basically
film.
premise of like the whole movie.
Yeah,
But,
that might be the same film. I don't know because I know, especially if it was a brothel situation as well, Dan. I know for a fact, yeah, they're not going to be well maintained, in it. They're not going to be well maintained.
what?
And
Why
they're,
would I do that? They're already dirty, Jamie. I don't have to clean the rooms as
oh,
well.
Dan. You'd have some fucking old John in there. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you think you can get STDs from a zombie?
Most likely. Most likely, I would say so. Either that or you're going to turn into a zombie from the fucking fluid intake.
I'm trying to
What would
secretly.
be worse if you say no kissing because they're biters, yeah?
Well, I've probably removed the bottom of their jaw, so they're not going to be doing it anyway.
What would you do? Put a bag over their head?
No, I would just say don't go near their face. What am I doing in health insurance here, Jamie? It's a brothel.
Yeah, but Dan, there's got to be some like you've got to give some kind of safety to the men.
I don't have to give nothing. It's a zombie apocalypse. Who's going to stop
who's
me?
paying for this anyway?
No, they're paying me in food, Jamie. As soon as they hand it, it's gone. Would you want it back? Wait till I go to the toilet. It's coming out.
It'll be like they'll be like 20 minutes with stevia in there, yeah, and you're like, yeah, that's 2 loaves of bread.
Yeah. You get my daytime zombies if you've got something like fruit. You got me a candy bar. You get my nighttime zombies, the better looking ones.
We'll be like, this is what we call old Elga, and then you just wheel her out in a fucking wheelchair. It's like, this is if you like something a bit weird, and you wheeled out Alfie in it. It's a fucking like 90-year-old bloke.
Here you go. It's called Dead Girl. Dead Girl is a 2008 American horror movie. Blah, 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 blah. As teenage boys, you discover a naked female zombie in a cave. When one of the boys wants to keep her as a sex slave and the others object, their friends are tested.
Yeah, that's the film. And what I just want to say to whoever directed and wrote that film, yeah?
Trent Hager and directed by Marcel Samanito.
Hang on, I've got a plane going over.
Fucking hell, it sounds like you're shaving.
Fucking, who the fuck's flying at this time of cunt? It's not going into Luton either, because that's fucking miles away.
Beer run, Jamie, innit? Beer run.
Yeah. I just want to say to the directors and the thing of that film, good choice of film name, and that is really inventive, yes. Fucking. I thought it'd be something really elaborate. Dead Girl.
Dead Girl. Yeah,
and they've ruined that for any other people that want to use that fucking name now. They can't use that name.
Dead Girl. Yeah, no, it's really low budget as well. I can't even remember. It was on the telly. I just remember clicking over and there's this woman in a cave and I'm like, what's this?
Pretty sure it was sci-fi. Pretty sure it was a sci-fi film.
Yeah, maybe. But fucking hell. Yeah. But yeah, that's how you're going to do it. The same thing with like Last Man on Earth. Like, I'm straight going for a sex shop. I'm going to get in all the fucking lube. I'll be... my future wife, I'll just be watching the telly and she'll be like, damn, what's this black bag under the bed? I'll be like, that's my go bag for when the zombie apocalypse going. And she's like, but there's just a sex doll and loads of lube in it. And I'm like, and? She's like, you're not going to have any food or anything in it. I'm like, what do I need food for? You can imagine it. It's not even like a rucksack. It's literally like a black bag.
Fucking hell. For the next 20 years, she's sitting there with it.
Just looking at me. I'm like, why are you still looking at me for? She's like, I can't unsee that, Dan. I'm like, well, I didn't ask you to look in my go bag. It's for a zombie apocalypse. It's not for you to look in, is it? That's how my arguments go with my wife. Yes. What else happens in the zombie apocalypse? We've covered food. We've covered the zombies.
Factions. I almost would 100% pretend I'm some kind of religious leader, just to lead a group of people.
I
Because
always
there's no
hated the
way I'm
factions.
not going to be a beta. I'm not going to be the little like go-to guy that does all the killing and shit. I'm going to be Mr. Main Man, and
Oh no,
I've got to be.
I'm a grunt at heart. I was thinking about
I
this at
can't
work
do it.
today. Like, I'm the guy that you just point in a direction, and I'm quite happy just to fucking. I'm not a desk jockey or a leader or anything like that. I'm a grunt.
Really,
Yeah, I'm a guy that gets things done. That's it.
you'll be like Dale.
Yeah, yeah. Just send me out. You want me to cut a tree? I'll cut a fucking tree until you tell me to do something else.
No, I won't. I can't do it, innit? I'll be telling people I'm all kinds of Jesus, innit? Like, I am all kinds of Jesus. I'll be telling them that I am the resurrection, that I've died 6 times and all this stuff, just to get some kind of religious group following me, and then I'll just have sex with everyone's wives.
I fucking hate the factions in like zombie apocalypses and
It's
stuff like
always the
that. It's,
same. It's always like a
yeah,
biker group.
yeah,
There's a biker group. There's like some kind of family group that you think is normal at the beginning, but then really the dad's mentor saying.
yeah.
Um, there's always a group that's got a religious leader, as I said. And then there's always a group that's like anti-religion. I think they're doing mercy. And then there's a military group. There's like
Yeah.
always them 5 groups.
But and it always plays out the same thing. Oh, they seem really nice, just to let you in, and then if you don't, if they seem like you're going to be on their side, they carry on being nice. And then if they like, oh no, he's not going to turn, they fuck you up. It's the same fucking, and that's why I stopped watching Walking Dead, because it was the exact same fucking playthrough
Situation every time, yeah.
every time. And it's like I don't believe these people are nice anymore, because you know they're going to fucking turn.
Mm.
No, I'd rather sit on my boat on my own, or my own brothel. Even if I had a brothel, I probably wouldn't. I'd hire some muscle. That'd be it. I ain't making a crew or having a fucking a cult or anything like that. Just want my muscle to stop me getting fucking banged by someone else.
See, I just carry on with Walking Dead because I'm like one of them people that once I've started a program, it takes a lot. It takes a lot for me to stop. So every season come out and I'll just be like, meh. But next season comes out, I'll be like, meh. It'd be exactly the same thing. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't even know what was going on now. I think I stopped on like season 4.
There's been a huge time jump and everything. Like when Rick disappeared / died.
Yeah, but that's because he was doing a movie or something, wasn't he?
Well, he's gone. The storyline is that he's supposed to come out with like 3 movies or feature lengths about what's happened to him. So they've gone to film that separately. But
No.
there's been a like 6-year time jump.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so when it did the 6-year time jump, it like to be honest, it revitalized the show because loads of stuff had happened. So after that, it was quite good. But then again, you go through the same motions, and I watched Fear the Walking Dead as well, and that was the exact same thing.
I didn't even fucking bother.
That's much better than it.
My mate asked me to download the first season of that, so I had it, and I had no interest in it. I don't know. Zombies are. I don't know what I'm interested in a minute. I'm not really into superheroes either.
Zombies are they've always been my like little thing that I go to, and they're like my main genre.
No, I don't know. I'm watching different things in a minute, but I know zombies. They were really good when I was younger, but it's just too much. It's so saturated with just all the time. You know what I mean?
There's loads of different types of thing out. There's that comedy type show that's quite good. The zombie show. I can't remember. Z Nation. That's quite funny.
I know what you're talking about, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, that's really obscure and really funny, and it's like proper weird.
Oh, it's like I didn't realise it was a comedy.
Yeah, it's more of a comedy than serious. It's definitely not serious.
What's that on?
It was on Sci-Fi for years. Then I think it's all gone over to Netflix now. I think it's on Netflix.
So, you know, last episode I said how crap Paramount Plus is.
Mm.
I saw a trailer for it at the fucking cinema. A
Oh, really?
Paramount Plus trailer, yeah. It's got Uma Thurman in it, Jack Whitehall's in it, and they're going on about how amazing it is and how much content they've got. And I was just sitting there the whole time, just shaking my
You
head
should
like,
just
you
scream,
fucking liars,
no!
yeah. I did turn to Toby and I was like, horseshit. Oh, Elvis Presley. That was the other film I saw.
Oh, right. How was that?
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a bit worried because the guy's got a weird mouth, but no, it was really good.
I have to wait for that to come out because that's definitely not a film that I'd paid. Well, I say I would pay, but I've got a card anyway.
It's
But
very long.
I wouldn't pay for Shark to watch it.
It's over 2.5 hours long. It's fucking long.
Fucking, how could it be that long?
Well, you got to fit everything he did, didn't it? It did cover actually everything, and it felt like you got everything.
The
It
trailer
wasn't.
actually was quite compelling, like where he was saying, "Do not do that thing with your hand," and he does it.
Oh yeah, because he was supposed to be like gyrating and stuff. Yeah, no, like have you seen like the Ray Charles movie?
Yeah,
It's not filmed like that. Where like Ray Charles was quite steady paced. It went through. This was quite choppy.
right.
So it showed you parts, not in a way that you felt disorientated, but it covered everything quite quickly. So it showed like, it didn't show him first start. He already had like his record with Sun Records, and then it was picked up, and then he went on tour, which you only saw briefly, and then his trouble about how he liked black people, then his time in the army, then his time as an actor, going back to this, going to the International in Las Vegas, eating drugs, blah blah blah. So it covered everything. So it wasn't, you know what I mean?
What does it show you like the end? How it all
Yeah,
transpires?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
So it was
I have no
definitely,
idea about that. So it'd be quite good for me to watch because I don't know anything about it.
yeah, it was quite an eye opener. They weren't like Jim always says the same thing. I agree with it. Is that the best documentaries are the ones where the people are dead
Yeah,
because they can't interfere. You know what I mean? So this was,
that's why Bohemian Rhapsody was good.
yeah. Well, man.
Well, it's good. It's quite. I mean, it was good, isn't it?
It's just directed badly. I never understood why there was huge gaps in it.
There was huge
Like,
gaps. Yeah,
huge gaps.
they went straight to Live Aid, essentially.
I would have quite happily if they'd made that a 2-part film, just to get it all in, because it didn't make sense when you've got to assume that he didn't get on with his parents because they didn't really dive into that, and then all of a sudden
They did that because they were worried about making impressions about Pakistani parents and that.
But like all of a sudden he's back at the house crying, and his dad's giving him a hug, and you're like,
yeah, where's that come from?
yeah, like what?
So basically, they basically did the understory of that him and his parents made up without actually showing it.
Yeah, so it just felt really. So it could have been better. Not so, the actors were fucking brilliant. I'm not saying anything against that. It was just the way it was edited and directed.
What I didn't know until I watched that film was how egotistical he was.
Yeah.
Freddie Mercury, because obviously he's a brilliant showman, and I didn't realise he was a Pakistani until I watched the film either.
Yeah.
I just thought he was like Greek or something.
Greek.
Because he's quite light skinned, isn't he?
Yeah.
But a lot of that was makeup as well.
But then you've got the contrast as well, where you've got the NWA movie, Straight Outta Compton, where Ice Cube and Dr. Dre are still alive, and we all know that Dr. Dre beat women, but in that he was saving women from being beaten, and then we all know that Eazy-E got AIDS because he was fucking everything, but in the film he only had one woman the entire movie. It's because they're all still alive. Yeah, their integrity, and they don't want people to see them in their true light. And
the fact that as well, they didn't touch too much on Suge Knight. They showed a little bit on Suge Knight, but we all know Suge Knight's in prison right now for killing people. Do you know what I mean? We all know what really happened back then.
That's why it's not worth watching the documentary until the people are fucking dead.
Although I would say
it was still a good film.
It was a good film, and they were quite candid in it.
Yeah.
but not candid enough. They didn't go too far into their personal lives.
No. It was just what they want you to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Elvis was good. I'd definitely watch it again.
I haven't seen the Elton John film yet, but after seeing him live, I definitely will watch the film.
Oh, the Elton John film was really good. Oh,
It's got
what's
that
his
young
face?
actor in as well. It's good, isn't it?
The Welsh fella, yeah.
Yeah.
From Kingsman. Yeah, it was really good. Jeff cried. Oh, speaking of Jeff, because I wanted to mention it before we wrap this episode up. I couldn't even believe it. He come up to me, I went around the other day, and he goes, "Oh, isn't that good? R. Kelly got 30 years in prison." And I'm like, yeah, it's really good. He should have got longer, but 30 years is pretty good because he'll probably end up dying in there. And then he turns to me and he goes, "Is R. Kelly a rapper?" No, wait, that's not even the word. I was like, yeah. Is he black? I was like, yeah. And then he was like, "What did he do?" And I'm like,
for fuck's sake. Do you know R. Kelly? I'm not joking. 20 years ago was when his fucking song come out. It was 20 years ago, like his main song.
I just
So
couldn't
that's
believe
how long he's been fucking famous for.
he comes out and he's all excited about him getting 30 years and he has no fucking idea who the guy is. It's like, fucking hell. Even Mum, she started singing "I Believe I Can Fly." I just think, fucking hell. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Jeff. Fuck me.
To be honest, I'm surprised it's took him so long to bloody charge him.
He's been held for ages, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's been a long time. But he's been crying in interviews and all kinds of shit over the last 10 years. About what he's done and what he hasn't
He
done.
should have got multiple life sentences. The fucking things he
pissing
did
on
to
girls
people.
and doing all kinds of shit.
Yeah, he's a fucking sick bastard, is what he is. Just lucky that it happened now and not like Michael Jackson where he fucking died and then they try and do it then. It's like, well, what are you going to do? Lock his coffin up.
Exactly. And then there's still people to this day, even after watching all the documentaries and stuff, that would be like, "Oh, Michael Jackson didn't do nothing. Macaulay Culkin's not a drug addict because he's fucking just had a bad life." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Shit
there were still
happened to him.
people outside the court case for R. Kelly that said he didn't do it.
Yeah, well, they're fucking completely deranged. There's video. He videoed himself doing it. Do you know what I mean? That's what the fucking.
And he got away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're like, "Oh, you can't tell that's definitely him." It's like, you fucking kidding me?
So I was in a conversation the other week with this guy, and he was talking to me about his brother, and his brother apparently had been arrested about 6 months ago or something.
Right.
And his brother had been arrested because I think his brother was like 28, and he got with a 16-year-old.
Fucking hell.
Which, on any normal terms, is a paedophile, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But because she's above 16, he got cleared of it. And then when he come out of jail or whatever, once they cleared up that his relationship was no longer than a year or whatever, however long she was 16 for, he got battered and put in hospital straight away by her family and her brothers and stuff. And this guy saying it to me about his brother, and I was like, "What do you expect?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he wasn't expecting that reaction from me. I was like, "What do you expect?" I was like, "He's going out with a fucking 16-year-old. He's like 28 or whatever it was." I was like, "That is paedophilia." I said, "It don't matter that she's legal. It's still paedophilia." Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt weird when I was 19, and if a girl that young would try to be speaking to me, and that was only 3 years difference.
Yeah.
Let alone over 10 years. It's madness, bro.
No, fuck that. Fuck that, mate.
Right, so on that pretty dark note, we'll end it there. Again, as I say always, anyone that wants to write in, give us some content, give us even if you just want to shout out or anything, write into 2mennohope@gmail.com. And make sure you follow us on our social media. And if I could ask this, subscribe to our fucking YouTube. I'm seeing a lot of views, not a lot of subscribers. Thank you. Anyway, I'll pass it over to you, Dan. The music.
Too fucking right. Because I work very hard on those YouTube videos. No, I don't really. I would appreciate it though. A like, subscribe. Even a comment that says we're shit would be appreciated at this fucking point. But this week, for our music segment of the podcast, we have a band called Cosmo Blue with their new single Wild Stallion, and they've sent us a small bio, and it says Cosmic Blue is an amalgamation of alternative music reminiscent of the Police, Red Hot Chili Peppers and the Queens of the Stone Age. Add a pinch of Hamish, groovy, syncopated dance beats to Michael's strange guitar chords, and you have a concoction of unique sounds. Wild Stallion is the first signal from Sydney band Cosmo Blue. If you're a fan of proto-punk music with a chorus of 80s rock music, this track might be for you. And for future reference, if you could use slightly smaller words in your bios, I'd appreciate it, because I am not very good with them. That took all my concentration. My ADHD is going to be off the fucking board after this. But they're really good sound. I think their bio, hits it pretty well on the head.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they sent us an email because it's really good. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And we'll catch you next time. So this is Cosmo Blue with Wild Stallion.
You're born to win, you're born to live.